So, and here we are again. Feels like I can't get rid of this game, but maybe it won't take much longer. I hope you're having a great day, or rather a great week, since we're already halfway through. Well, let's get into it. I mean, yesterday I managed to free my lord once again. Let's see how long he will stay free. Last time it was like 2 hours maybe of game time. But yeah, for now he is in protective custody from his uncle, I think, and they're traveling somewhere to their hidden camp. Meanwhile, I will try to, well, interact with Sigismund's camp. Let's see what we can do there, if we can mess with them, or, well, if we further their cause. We will see. So, what's there to see? This shrine, abandoned forge, another shrine. Oh no, Wisoka I've been before. So, yeah. Let's check out these three things and then we'll just travel up here. And I hope I have everything with me so I can finish this quest.
Quick!
Oops, there's a wall. Can I jump over? No. Too bad. Wait, I'm still sneaky. Okay, there seems to have been a... Wasn't it before red? Well, back into my armor. Just to be safe, if there... Yes, there is someone. Are these bandits? Yes, no, maybe? I don't know. Can you repeat the question? Let's see. Good sirs, who are you? Okay, good I didn't attack them, they're named characters. Boyshel?
Fuck. Benish's hole is driving me crazy.
Mikey, stop!
What are you talking?
God bless. I'm Henry.
Hoof hurts.
What?
Oh, his tooth hurts.
My hoof hurts, have it?
Ah, your tooth.
I'm a blacksmith,
Hurts,
I
huh?
can help you with that.
Help me!
Help
you?
me.
Yeah, why not? Pa was a blacksmith. I must have watched him pull teeth 100 times. It didn't look too complicated.
And hold it out already! Quickly!
Quick wee.
And which one is it?
Hey, on the bottom.
Stop squirming and hold still.
Punch him, then he's knocked out. That way he won't...
Mary, mother of God, it's out! It's really out.
Not sure
So
if
what
that
is a
is
keepsake?
improvement in his speaking.
Fuck no. Throw that awful thing away. Mercy be, lad, thanks. And here's a few groschen for beer.
Okay, that's not much.
Tell me something about yourself.
Well, fine then. Mine is a sad story, lad. My parents never liked me. They hated me so much, they didn't even show up when I was born. They probably would have skipped my conception if there wasn't something in it for them too. My granddad and grandma raised me. Granddad was a bandit. Grandma was a whore. I thought about whose footsteps to follow. And to this day, I'm not sure if I chose well. As a boy, I hoped to marry the neighbour's daughter. and live with her on my parents' farm. But my parents didn't leave me a farm, and the neighbours didn't have a daughter. So there you go.
I'm starting to think you don't want to talk with me.
You are...
Okay. What a weirdo. No social skills.
Thanks. I was about to knock all his teeth out.
Oh. That's rare. I'm once again out of nourishment. What can I eat? A lot of cakes.
Thanks. I was about to knock all his teeth out.
Okay. Not the best friends. If they're talking like that. Interesting. Let's see what this contract is all about.
What? So Benesh and his men are mercenaries? And shit ones at that.
Okay, how come? An agreement between the good people of Messoles and the troop of Benesh of Wartenberg. Sir Benesh and his 3 companions, Friendling, Kirk, Joachim, and Pichel, hereby agree to protect... Oh yeah, Messoles is the burned down village nearby. It's evil and all beastly enemies who would cause harm to them or the village, especially enemy soldiers and those hungry for plunder. For this purpose, they will secure arms and armor and will not seek help from the men of Messoles. But any broken bones and wounds will be treated at the expense of the municipality. Difficult. For this difficult and hazardous service, Sir Benesh and his companions will receive in the Messoles tavern a night's lodging on hay, twice a day a meal of meat.
After hunting, I could eat a whole pig. No more blasted porridge.
Can I get something out of this information now? What's going on?
Good day.
Thanks. I was about to knock all his teeth
Okay,
out.
both. Everyone's talking about knocking his teeth out, but no information or nothing to do with the information I gained. Huh? What?
You want to try me? Don't
Mercy!
try that on
I
me.
surrender!
What's the problem? Come on, let me go.
Useless.
I've been waiting for you.
Bye bye. What's the problem? Oh well. Have a good day. Oops. Wanted to look back, not right backwards, but once again, the shield is in my way. There was a shrine there. I wonder how far I can string them along. Or when... They're still around? Interesting. So, what's the last thing? Collecting herbs. No, don't care. How much is strength? 23? Yeah, sure. Let's get this in. Some leg day. Bed quality increases. Okay. Yeah, I think I will do this next, and then as the last thing, flower power. Because, yeah. Usually I don't carry fresh herbs with me.
Who's there?
Ooh,
Now you're gonna die!
what? Why? So, just surrender.
Burn in hell!
You might have been better off surrendering. Well, once more valuable stuff. But I still have to sell everything. So annoying. I wish I could just smelt these pieces in or something so I can get rid of them easier. Or it would be helpful if the merchants could, well, regain their fortune a bit faster. So I can keep selling all this garbage. Am I bloody? Doesn't look like it. To the left, to the left. Straight down. Alright.
Quick!
Oh, for the first time my horse goes the way I want it to go.
Go! Ka! Go! Quick!
Welly, Wellington.
Quick!
So much to travel. So few quests to do.
Quick! Da! Ka! Ka!
Yes, very beautiful, I know. So, in here? Let's hand him
My heart's going to break.
potion.
Peter, I have some suggestions.
I'm listening.
Yeah,
You
let's
should
hand
drink
this
the-
over. Let's see what we can do.
This one will help you. Once your body gets used to sleeping at night and staying awake during the day, your proper sleep will chase away the gloom. And if restlessness tries to take every morning, you'll be stronger and stronger. And
We'll see about that.
Well,
you need to start eating again. Even if you do first, ask Mlada to get you some honey and add it.
You think some honey is...
It'll give you stamina without irritating your stomach, first of all. But you have to admit Mother Nature has it well thought out. Where bloodwort helps with bleeding and feverfew with fevers, honey coats your humours so that they can't get out of balance so easily. Any melancholia wanting to take hold of you would have to make its way through thick honey, so it could hardly get from your stomach to your head. Soon,
if I
you'll be
remember
as busy
correctly,
as a
it
bee
is
again, and
true
getting on
that
swimmingly.
honey
Which brings me
does
to my
help
next piece of
you,
advice.
but I
Start
think
eating
there
fish
is
more
just some
regularly.
very special
Nice
honey
fatty
that can
ones,
help
ideally.
you.
Fat in the belly will surely
But,
stop
well,
gloom from getting
honey as a sweetener is definitely
Same as with
better
honey.
than the processed
suppose
sugar
that
we're
makes
usually
sense.
using.
Listen, Peter. I know you're worried about the army that's passing through the country. I'm not much of a speaker, But let me tell you something from the heart. If you're scared of Sigismund's soldiers, trust me when I tell you, when it comes down to it, it ends up being a one-on-one fight. And you'd be surprised how much strength and courage you can find when you're backed into a corner. So don't run from your fear. Laugh in its face instead.
I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about Mlada.
Then keep reminding yourself of that. Look at me, a blacksmith's son. Why do you think I am who I am now? Because I decided I'll never turn my back on my loved ones again.
You're right. I mustn't leave Mlada to fend for herself.
Don't run from the fight. Especially...
Okay. Let's pray for him.
A bit of prayer won't hurt. Lord, have mercy on Peter here, and lift from him the weight of his affliction. For you have laid upon him this affliction to try him. And you see that Peter, O Lord, endures your trial patiently and without contradiction. Unless you, O Lord, relieve Peter of his illness, no physician in the world can. I beg of you, O Lord, heal his soul and let his body once again find its lost balance. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Do I want to cast a spell? Ah, well, let's try it.
I didn't want to leave anything to chance, so I cast a spell here.
What kind of spell?
I bury protective relics here on your property.
Where did you bury them?
I can't tell you that, naturally. If I told you, they'd lose their protective powers.
And what did you bury?
A battle axe. It belonged to a warrior who fought at Nicopolis. He's a priest now.
Oh, yeah.
He fought with Sigismund there.
One of Sigismund's soldiers? Then you've cursed us, not protected us.
On the contrary, the axe knows Sigismund's tactical weaknesses. That's why I chose it. I also added a monk's bone.
What monk?
One from Sasau. He performed great miracles there, helping refugees from the war and aiding the construction of the monastery. It's no chicken bone from a charlatan. And finally, I buried some eggs.
Eggs?
Seeds of life. If the army really does attack, these three things will protect you. They will weaken the soldiers, help you escape, and when you return to the village after the siege, life will blossom here again.
I thank you very much.
Okay.
Well then, I've done everything I can.
I learned about the
Things will get
Battle of
better, Peter.
Nicopolis, but I just
You'll
made it
see.
up.
Anyway,
Interesting.
I'll come back to see you in a few days.
Oh no, I have to go back again? Mlada, will you hand it over to me?
I examined Peter, found out what I'll come back to see you in a few days. And
Thank you.
besides praying, you can brew up some of the chamomile decoction. It's made of wine, chamomile, and sage. You boil the ingredient, and even if you don't do it exactly right, it'll...
I'll learn how to do it. Thank you very much, Henry. See you soon, my friend.
Okay, I hope I will get my... what was it? Thunderstone? Soon. But for now, let's see, what's the quests? Victoria and ransom. So let's untrack this one and change here. Rosa, yes. Primum nil nocere. That's just waiting. What's this here? Camp. Okay. How do we get there? Bilani. Oh, up there. Okay, so forward, left, straight. And there is a new quest as well. All right, let's see how we'll get in there.
Go! Quick! Go!
Whoa!
Oh, who's this? Huh?
I did it!
What did you do?
Who the hell are you?
My name is of no importance.
What are you doing here?
Why? I'm waiting for you. And you showed up.
You know who I am?
You're testing me. I know I'm not worthy
I'm the
of
Dark
uttering
Lord,
your
so I'm
name.
Darth Vader.
Speak.
You're the Lord of Hell. The devil. The Dark Tempter.
What do you want from me?
Me? Want something from you? I can only humbly,
Out with it, then.
for a small...
What favour?
I'd like the dice to roll like they've never rolled for anyone and win every...
That's not gonna work.
Why do you want to get lucky at dot?
My wife is sick and I have no way to pay for a healer. If I...
Don't lie to me.
Lucas beat me and won my life savings. Plucked me clean. I even lost the barn.
Well, too bad.
He must be cheating somehow, I'm sure of it. Because there's no way I could... So I want to turn the table. I'm going to take everything he's got. Give him...
You're out of luck, but
I'm not going to be granting you any wishes. And clear off.
But... Master... Lord in heaven, have...
yeah, what an idiot. It's not my fault that you're gambling your life savings.
Quick!
You made your bed, now lie in it.
Gah! Quick! Gah!
Oh, there's the path. They wield a lot of people here, and they hung some as well. Terrible people.
Go!
So, even more people hung up.
What a beautiful horse.
Where do you think you're going?
Into the camp, of course.
Oh, aye. They can't. Look here. No strangers are allowed in. So
I'm here on behalf of Sir Jan of Sukutleski. I'm to meet with Laszlo Farkas.
can you prove it?
Lord Sukutleski gave me a document with his seal. That's proof enough.
All right, in you go. But no wandering about. Got
Yes,
that?
yes. Oh, let's leave the horse outside. Might be easier at foot. So, where are we supposed to go? Find captured knight, okay. Laszlo. And I'll have to look for Victoria. Not too much around here. The quest giver is up here. Oh, there's another exit.
Greetings. What brings you?
I'm going to see Farkas.
I have no idea. But Chaplain Bohumil or that foreign barber surgeon or Millada in the bathhouse. Take care, friend.
Would you help me out?
That depends.
Victoria, a girl from Miskovitz. They send her up here with goods from the smithy.
You'll have to ask the blacksmith. The smithy is opposite the entrance in the upper part of the camp. If you don't see it, you'll hear it.
Thanks a lot.
Farewell.
That's helpful information. So let's see. The smithy is this one. Alright. The Chamberlain is here. This one? No, just a soldier.
Next time, have a bath before you come to...
Don't test me.
I'm looking for Baron Laszlo Farkas.
Certainly, certainly. Tharkas is... If you head down the hill from the smithy, you can't miss it. He always keeps a band of cumans nearby.
Thank you, Father. What's a priest doing in a...
Whatever he can, my son.
Do you serve mass?
I serve Mass and give blessings just like my brothers in churches and parishes. I can also officiate at marriages and administer... I reckon you can
A
guess which
marriage
is more common here.
inside the war
Do you
camp?
care for the wounded?
Nothing like that. We have blacksmiths. And if something happens to the noble, and then there's that learned foreigner.
Who's the foreigner?
His name is Musa, and he says he comes ex-Africa. You can't miss him. He's as different from us.
Does something seem strange?
That foreigner may understand medicine, but he worships a foreign god. He prays to
what?
him on the ground several times a day. He doesn't drink ale, only rarely eats meat, yet he can't...
Do you take part?
Vivere militare est. But no matter if you're a beggar or a lord, there's no... And in a place, it's easy for people to forget.
Do you serve king?
I serve our lord. But the...
What could the king possibly...
You don't actually... That's between me...
Okay. Let's think. Medium was 15, hard, so we should be fine.
Do they allow prisoners here in the camp to go to confession?
That's a very strange question. Why do you ask?
I'm just curious to know how they treat prisoners. Be they friend or foe. It would be cruel to deny them the chance to confess before God.
That's quite right. If a prisoner asks to make a confession, but we hardly ever have the privacy for that. There are all...
Alright, so there was this guy I wanted to talk to. Just a regular soldier, so not interesting. The smithy was to the left, if I'm correct. Yes, but instead I'll have to go straight to the infirmary. This guy? No. This guy? Neither. This guy. Musa! That's the guy.
Almighty. Are you alright, sir?
Here we go again.
It's just that you look...
Muscular, wise, wealthy.
I'm sorry, sir. I just wasn't expecting it. I didn't mean it badly.
I know very well what you meant. I have had this conversation at least 100 times. Have you never
very
heard
unusual.
of Prester John or the Christian kingdom of Axum?
Yes.
No.
Our parish priest talked about that.
Tell me then, how the people in those stories are described. Not exactly like you. Am I right?
But I thought that was just...
So you see, it is not. Musa of Mali is my name.
Ooh, from Mali.
Scholar,
That's
explorer,
far.
and physician. I run the camp infirmary.
my name is Henry, sir.
Welcome then, Henry. Do you need anything?
I'm going to see Laszlo Farkas. Do you know where I might find him?
Of course. You'll find his headquarters in a circle of human tents right...
Thanks.
You're welcome. I don't want to stick my nose...
Do you know where prisoners are held in?
Do you even know what you are asking? Be glad none of the king's men.
That's why I'm asking you.
Try looking above the smithy. But do not go anywhere you should not. And if they...
Of course. Thank you. You said you...
I did indeed. From Timbuktu, I went to Holy Mecca. From the Emirate of Granada to Venice. And from there to the court of Sultan Bayezid.
I wonder how much time that
Till I
took
ended
up
at the
in
court of
these
King
times.
Sigismund.
Where is this?
Similar to your country, yet completely different. You mine silver, we gold. But in our country, it would never happen that we allow foreigners. Overall, it is safer in our country. Nobody will waylay you on your journey. And we treat women with greater respect and set great store by...
It's not all that bad here, though, is it?
I admit that there are some things I envy you for. Like what you can do with...
And how do you like Bohemia?
Do you want to hear the truth? Or should I praise...
The
The
truth.
truth. You don't need to spare...
Then, all I can say is that this muddy hill is about the only thing I have seen of your country. and that has not made much of. But there is still time. Perhaps I will have the good fortune.
What is Mecca like? I've heard people from all over...
Mainly followers of the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. Praise be his name. But the journey is dangerous. I was robbed. Fortunately, I was helped by a couple of my compatriots. But even so, I did not spend long there. Let us say that I was foolish then, and foreign customs. I went to Cairo, where I learned geography and law, so that I would be better prepared the next time.
Why not?
I would rather not talk about this, my friend. All I can say is that there are a few rich men and their beautiful wives.
Oh,
You were in
well.
Granada? Where is that?
Go west from here until you reach the sea, then south to a place called Peninsula Iberica. But I would not go there if I were you. The magnificent Alhambra Palace is forbidden to Christians. It is a pity in any case. Such a beautiful and rich country, yet bathed
Blood?
Yes.
Yeah, the Reconquista
Sultan Mohammed
hasn't
must
happened at that
constantly
time yet.
repel attacks from the north. That is why I started studying physics, in fact. I wanted to make an impression on the Sultan, because swords and cannon let others cut off heads. I can...
Where is...
You do not know, my friend? Educate yourself a little. Remember that learning is like a garden. Venice is an incredible city. People from all over the world go there to trade. I helped them as a translator, especially for... If only you could have seen their processions stretch from the port to the city center. But I did not stay long. I, who was accustomed to the Sultan's court, being asked to live among sailors.
How did you come to be...
By complete chance. In Venice, I joined an expedition that was heading to India, but we were attacked. Fortunately, I was saved by Sultan Bayezid's warship, though it did not seem like good. You must understand that there are not many of my countrymen among the Osmans. The last time was probably in the days of Mansa Musa, but the Sultan soon found out that I had lived among Europeans, and I could talk to all the envoys.
So why didn't you stay there?
Because we were about to be overwhelmed by the Golden Horde, led by the butcher named Timur.
Yeah.
I had quite enough of
Tamer
war in
Lane.
Granada. So when envoys from Hungary came to the Sultan...
This is
I managed to persuade them
descendant
to
from
take me away
Genghis
with
Khan.
What's Sigismund's...
I would also like to know that, my friend. But I am stuck here.
He is
would
one of
think
the
that
most
king would
famous
value
humans, if I
physicians
remember
and
correctly.
sages who have traveled the world.
Would be fun to meet this
He did not even make me his
famous
personal
person
physician.
also in the game.
He prefers to trust your quacks and sent me here.
It's reckless to speak about...
I do not think so, my friend, since it is unlike...
Why did you leave your...
That is a very personal question. And we are not that well acquainted yet. Forgive, not now.
I'm new to the camp, if you don't have too much work.
Well, I suppose it will be... At least I can practice your language. You use... But that does not matter now. So, as you have no doubt realized, this is my infirmary. One part for operating on the wounded, another for the sick, my alchemist bench, a tub of water. Nothing out of the ordinary. Come on, let us walk outside. I am sorry that I cannot show you more, but I am sure you understand that there is not much to see.
Yes,
One
yes.
is almost ashamed to call it an infirmary. Do you not think?
That's true. I thought King Sigismund would take better care of his wounded men.
Unfortunately for them, my friend, I suppose he has bigger problems than keeping his army healthy and fighting fit.
It's lucky he sent an expert like you here, though.
Was that praise or an insult? I cannot tell. I do not think it fortunate in any case. Someone with my knowledge, and all I do is treat diarrhea and broken bones.
Oh, of course. What else should a sore bones do?
My friend, the human body contains so much beauty and so many secrets that we could explore. So why do we spend so much time on the quality of defecation? Think about it. Though it is true that you do not seem to be any great sage.
Well, we
I
have
suppose you
always
do not
been
know what a
interested
real
in
infirmary
shit.
should look like. But do not worry. There are more cheerful places in the camp. I am sure something will take your fancy. This part of the camp is mainly for humans. So if you are looking for one, he will be either here or near the bathhouse. We will take a look there too. Do not worry. Over there is the pen where they used to have tournaments. Until the captains banned there. But that is a long story. Speaking of the captains here, do you know who's in charge overall?
I've no idea.
You should put that right then. What if you come across one of the commanders and bump into him by mistake? He might have your back flayed by a cane. I would not like to have to stitch you back together. The camp as a whole is run by Sir Grozav or Borumlaka. That is a village somewhere in Transylvania.
I'm sorry!
As far as I know. He is an interesting man, I'm sure. But he has a lot of trouble with the camp. So he tends to be, as you say, grumpy. Then there are the Cumans, who are commanded in battle by Cheritan. You will not meet him very often. He often has meetings with the king himself, in Sedlets. He is not a very cheerful man. But he seems a fair-minded commander to me. And he is an outstanding archer, it seems. How about you and archery, my friend?
Well, I don't want to boast, but I'm a pretty good archer. I would happily take on your Chertan.
Really? That sounds like a spectacle that I would perhaps even pay to watch. Perhaps. Although I successfully avoid weapons, I have to admit that archery is not just a skill. It is an art. Well, there is enough of that.
Oh, poor
What were we
Toki.
talking about?
Why you
You were telling me about the commanders
sad?
here.
Ah, yes. The camp
What's he
captains.
complaining
As
about?
I said, so Grozav commands the camp. Cheritan commands in battle. And the third one joined us a few weeks ago. Dietrich Katz, with his Prague artillery regiment. It is a pity you will not be staying for longer. Dietrich is good to talk to, if he is not drinking too much. And over there is our bathhouse. It is not a sight for sore eyes, my friend. I mean, the women, of course. Not this filthy place. Ah, a man should keep reminding himself that zina, what you call fornication, is a shameful deed, opening the road to other evils. By the way, what about you and women, my friend?
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
There's one here I think about. But I'd rather not talk about that.
Careful!
Why? Are you afraid that I will steal her from you?
No, it's not that, but... Well, I'm still not sure if she likes me as much as I like her.
I am sure she does. You will see. That is the way of the world. Our Lord Allah, Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, creates us in Paris and grants us love in our hearts, so that we may love another.
So are you married, sir? Since you say how wonderful it is.
No, not yet. What woman would want to spend her life traveling with me? But being single does not permit sinning with any girl who takes your fancy. Remember that. Fortunately, a man can help himself in his hour of need. At least if he thereby prevents a worse sin. By the way, your chosen one. Is she pretty?
Now, to hell with beauty. She's kind, and she likes me. That's the main thing.
Ah, you have chosen wisely, my friend. So, in this part of the camp, you see the tents of various mercenaries from Germany, Poland, Hungary. In short, everyone who came to fill their pockets. You can have items repaired by the smith, and if you're hungry, the kitchen is over there. The food will please you more than me, I think. Treating meat in that way. I simply cannot eat it. Do you know where the food is truly great? In Granada. So much fruit, sweet pastries, fish. In one banquet, the cooks use more spices than your entire country in a year.
You've been to Granada?
In the court of Sultan Muhammad VII himself. Oh, that is where I became a physician. That was when Granada was attacked by Martin Yanez de la Barbuda. And I did not want to die in some battle. So I found a safer way to be useful. You know, I have done a lot of traveling, my friend. From Timbuktu to Mecca. And from Granada to Venice. And now, here. But nowhere has the food been worse than here.
Oh, well.
I'd like to try some foreign delicacy.
That will be difficult. The local inns serve nothing but porridge and old bread. But maybe you will see the world one day and find out that there are more flavors than just salt and honey. But your country is beautiful, all the same. And up here is where Katz's company of Pargay artillerymen are billeted, to the great displeasure of everyone else in the camp, I must say. You
Why?
can see why. It is the best spot, right next to the captain's. And when it rains, all the filth runs downhill to the Cumans and mercenaries areas.
Oh, okay.
Here is the pillory. May Allah, the compassionate, ensure you never end up in it. And if you go around the hill, you will come to the camp shooting range. I recommend visiting it. The Cumans must be born with a bow in their hands. But I will not escort you that far, my friend. I do not like to leave the infirmary unattended for long. Alaka Anben.
So we're done. Alright, one tour done. We didn't get much out of it, so yeah, just let's head straight down here and check again. Around here. B. This one? No? Alright, let's go for the smithy. Then I can maybe sell some stuff.
Does the name Victoria mean anything to you?
No, should it?
She's a girl from Miskovitz. I heard she comes up here to sell things.
Ah, I know who you mean. Aye. The girl who shows up here every now and again. I'm no good with names, but Victoria sounds familiar.
Who did she know best around here?
She got along with the merchants, but I'd say she fancied Black the most.
Who?
A soldier from the provisioning unit. I'd say her business dealings were more of an excuse to meet with him.
Where can I find this soldier Black?
He's lying in the infirmary. He's got gut ache, and you can hear him howling halfway across the
Come on, I was just there.
I'll go and look for him.
Farewell.
And are you willing to sell me or buy my stuff?
That stuff's lethal.
No? Okay, well, I have to go to Suchotletsky and we'll head down to the bathhouse again. Gutta?
You there, lad! Aren't you here for the requisition?
What about it?
I need to requisition supplies for the camp from the locals. Grub for us, fodder for the horses.
Where do you want to get the supplies?
We haven't been to Bohunjovitz in a while. I reckon they can't wait to see us.
Who's coming along?
Me, and they usually send some Cumans along because people are afraid of them.
That's not much.
And that's why you're coming with me. But don't worry, I already sent a couple of blokes ahead to get everything ready. I reckon they can handle it.
Won't the people
They will, but fuck all good it'll do them. We'll chase them out of their houses, bring in the cart, and take whatever we can.
And what if something goes...
That'll only happen if we take our eyes off them. Then there might be bloodshed, but...
Terrible.
I don't need to hear any...
Oh yeah, let's head out.
Which one of us is in charge? But you're right. Let's...
Here we are, youngster.
Well, just down the hill, so we should be good.
Hoi chartof kierket! Mindenket!
Kifeli! Mozogsz, te nyomorult! Te is! Kifeli!
Come on, we don't have all day for this! Ne pozoroja dokozi dödas ale kivas od parastal! Shut the fuck up over there! Fucking peasants.
This requisitioning's a pain in the arse. Well then, old star. Have you got the supplies for the king, like we agreed? Hmm?
We prepared what we could.
Where did the men I sent in advance run off to? I just hope they're sleeping off the hangover from your friendly welcome.
Your men? Nobody was here.
God fucking damn it! Can't even rely on forward patrols anymore. If I catch them, they'll hang. Kurva! What about the food for us? Flour, cabbage, meat, cheese, eggs. Like last time.
We've got everything, just not as much as last time. We gave what we could, but we're living hand to mouth as is.
Then you better pray it's enough. The lad here will check it and load it onto the wagon. Got it?
Shouldn't we leave them something?
Why the fuck would we do that?
So they don't go hungry?
So they don't go hungry.
These village idiots are used to going hungry. Soldiers aren't. Now come off it before I have you whipped.
All right then. Where should I start?
The men will help you out.
None of that. I said the lad would do it. Tell your people to stay where they are so I can see them. We don't want anyone.
We definitely...
Tell him where to go so we got...
Everyone is standing in front of their cottages. The biggest house in the village belongs to Fowl. Next to him lives Old Man Willow. And across from Willow, above the stream, is Smill's house. And mine is above that. I'll go there with you.
You'll stay right...
Ask my daughter, Sofka. She'll show you where the supply...
And what about that fifth?
Nobody has lived there for years. The whole family...
Fine. Now enough talk, peasant. And you, lad, wait.
What?
Come closer, so I don't... Now listen close. And first of all, I don't want to see you showing pity for those... And second, I'm bloody well sure these peasant rats hid something somewhere.
Why would they risk it?
Oh, come on. I'd do exactly the same. Don't believe a word those stinking bastards say. And look through those houses of theirs from top to bottom to make sure they don't have something...
What if they're not lying and they really have nothing?
These peasants are used to being hungry. Now, come on! They can be glad we're doing this the easy way. For now.
I don't like
If
him.
there's not
What an
enough food,
asshole.
They'll have me to answer to. So, food on the cart, all valuables and silver straight...
Oh, I don't like this quest. This is just shit. Okay, let's see. Which one was the house? Wait. No, that's a different place. I thought we would go to Opatowitz. Okay, not Bohunowitz. Well, let's see. There, see.
Good again. Father will deal with them.
I'm here for the supplies.
When you pass through the gate to the yard, you'll see...
I hope so.
Through here.
Supplies. There's not much here.
Let me see. What was the quest? Talk to them, talk to them. Alright, I'll just ignore it. I'll just go fast through it because I don't like him anyway.
Of you, please protect my son.
Come now.
Well?
Right behind the door, leaning against the wall.
Right behind the wall.
What's the point?
Supplies.
die of hunger
Ready for the
here.
king.
Vitek. I feel like I know this name.
I won't get anything out of him in this state. Maybe I could do something to help him. Let's take a look then. I reckon I won't be able... I'll try to take the bandage off for a moment so I can take a look at... careful. There's a... Show me... I've seen this before. Deep, it's no wonder you're in so... That should do it. I'll have to clean the wounds, preferably with some strong spirits, and then re-bandage them. And it's gonna hurt.
Ah, what's the...
Let's get to...
Something for the pain.
First, I'll give you some...
Let's give him some moonshine.
A bit of spirit.
Can
Now I'll
clean
clean
it.
the wound.
Some schnapps. I'm surprised meat would count for wound
enough.
cleaning.
Now I'll re-bandage.
So, is he getting better? Or is he dying?
Ow!
Oh, he looks good.
And that's that. That'll have to do. Hey! Wake up!
It hurts.
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Soldiers, I have to...
Don't worry. I won't hurt you. What soldiers are you talking?
They came to take everything away from us. Like always. We were only just...
What happened to you?
I tried to stop them. So they, wouldn't take... So...
Where can I find...
I don't know. There was a fight. There's a...
Get some rest.
Okay, I hoped I could get some more information out of this. Well. Some haystack. Let's check over here. This one? No. There is no marking for a haystack on the map. Oh, well, maybe one of those haystacks. Or is it up here? Let's see.
Sigismund's army shields. How did they get here?
Okay. Some blood.
Signs of a battle and blood. Someone must have got hurt bad here.
There's some footsteps. There's nothing around else. Just a shield. Going this way. Oh, okay, let's ignore it.
Have mercy on us sinners. Protect my son and the whole village. Beneath thy compassion, take refuge.
Smil?
Collecting supplies for the king's men.
They're here, right next to the door.
Very well.
I don't want to rob it. I want to see supplies. Huh? Oh, here.
There's a little bit here. It won't be enough, though.
Thanks for standing up to your captain for it.
Not that it did any good. What if your food won't be enough for him?
We'll put ourselves in God's hands.
If you help me, the commander will be satisfied.
But how? We are...
Are you trying to tell me you didn't put something aside? Really?
Why would I...
To protect your people. But believe me, if it isn't enough...
Without food, we'll...
You'll stay alive for now.
But for how?
As long as necessary. You've already suffered so much.
I suppose I can't tell you much. If it got out, I helped you. The other...
Anything will help.
Look in Smill's cellar, and in Fowl's...
And what about the last house?
Leave old man Willow out of this, please. His son is...
Hurt, you say?
I already told you more than I should have. Please.
You haven't told me about your house.
I was hoping you'd forget about it. Look behind the house, where the big pile of... That's all I...
Well, I thought we could help you.
Only me and my daughter Sofka know about the last hiding place. If you find it, she'll know I must have...
If she really is so smart, she'll surely understand you did it to save...
I hope you're right. Back behind the abandoned house are 3 plague graves. The one in the middle is empty. Well, empty except for the supplies I buried there.
See?
All right. Go.
You're supposed to tell me where I can find this.
Where do you think? Right behind the door in the cottage.
At the door.
That still isn't enough.
Oh, I forgot to pick them all up. Well. What was it again? Cellar and the stable, but I don't remember.
Oh, come on now, Mum. Trust Father.
No, well. I'll figure it out in a bit.
Plague pits.
So the left one was it, right?
This doesn't look like a corpse. I wonder what's inside. Hidden supplies.
Okay, let's try to remember where it has been. Stable and the cellar of the one guy. Over here, it was just around the corner. Was this the Willow guy? Hard hands. Foul. Was it the cellar of Foul or was it the... what was it again? Let's check again if there is a cellar in here. Yeah. That's not food. Nothing here either. This already.
Corva, don't even tell me.
Willow. Oh, it was Willow. Okay, yeah, so it has to be the stable and in here. Was this the stable? Doesn't look like it. Maybe thing over there because I've seen some apples at least. Wasn't there something in his own home? I don't remember. Doesn't look like some cellar here. Oh, there's something interesting.
A locked cellar. I should ask about it.
Or I'll just lockpick it. Why ask if I can just open it?
Beer. They'll be happy about this back at Sigismund's camp.
Alright, let's drop it off.
Haven't we taken too much?
The cart's empty.
I found a few barrels of beer in one. I doubt you'll miss that.
No, we won't. And Smill will deal with it.
Okay. Yeah, I think that was everything.
Well, that's that.
Haven't we taken...
You don't have too much yet.
Oh, interesting. This counts as not too much.
I found a few barrels.
Lady Luck's on our side today, lad. Let's keep going. Maybe you'll find... And we won't have to take so much food from the village.
Where else should I...
You're more work than you're worth. Try looking through the barns and attics too. Check the buildings through.
Is that enough?
Not a chance.
I found some...
And the mo...
What was it again? I'll just give you one ring. Here you go.
Here you go.
Beautiful. Keep at it.
I checked all the supplies.
And did you load everything onto the...
Aye. It's all loaded up.
Is that all you found?
Yes.
That's not much at all. The lads back at camp...
This is all we'll...
That's not good. I warned those clodhoppers. You there! Hey!
Are you...
I'm not. And do you know what happens if I...
What are we supposed to do?
Then you're in luck, because you won't need any... Kill him, lad.
No.
And all the rest of these yokels.
You can't do that.
Nobody will hear a word of it. What are you waiting for, lad?
No.
I don't want anything to do with that.
You don't, eh? Do you think I give a shit what you want? That
Well,
was an
I
order,
can
you
take
horse
care
hunter.
of you.
If you don't want to end up like them, you'd better...
I won't let you hurt innocent people.
If you're so fond of this shithole village...
Defend yourselves, folks!
Kiss your ass goodbye.
Dead.
Okay, the chief is down.
We'll have you. She's dead.
Perfect. We took care of
That's better.
the chief and one... We lost only one guy. Chief Puta. We got our treasure back.
Lad, the Lord above must have sent you to us.
Well, I couldn't stand back and...
But now what? They'll definitely be looking for them soldiers.
Pull the cart away somewhere far from the village.
And will they believe?
Why not?
There's bandits in the...
Alright. Huh? Oh, no, I finished the quest. Anything left? No. Where am I supposed to go? Again, south. Alright. What a shitty situation.
God be with you.
How was your
Smear,
trip?
foul.
The journey itself was great. No
What are
delays,
you doing,
nice weather.
Whistler?
But I've got to say, it's a scary place out there.
Got footpads and rough. Go.
Oh well. We just killed two guys died of them. Wait. Is she running?
Quick.
Very strange. She's quite speedy there.
Quick. Go.
Wait, am I going the right way? Kind of. Okay. To the left, and then I can go over the fast travel points.
Quick. God.
Oh, suddenly I'm encumbered again. What? Oh yeah, right.
Go.
Smooth brain. Forgot that I picked up the armor of this guy. Still need to figure out a way to sell my my loot somewhere. Yes, don't worry. Just traveling through. Okay, to the left. And we're back.
Quick.
Oh. Back in town. Let's head over to the buff ladies.
God bless. Welcome. Greetings to you.
You certainly know about everything that...
Of course, the bath app. But instead of prayers and fasting, our sinners can expect wine.
Do you know where I could find Farkash?
Do you mean Laszlo?
That's the one.
Oh, really? He's easy to find. His tent is right below the smith.
I need to ask about a map.
I hope it's nothing.
No, nothing like that. But I'd appreciate if it stayed... I'm here to negotiate the release of a captured knight. I need to make sure the right man is being held captive.
I understand, but when I went to see the blacksmith with some herbs for back pain, I passed a tent with two men. Someone inside was groaning and moaning. I thought someone had dragged one of my girls. I wanted to go in and give him hell, but those two wouldn't let me in. They said it was none of my business and I should be on my merry way.
Okay, interesting. So what can I sell to you? Nothing of real value. Well, at least these things, but it's not that heavy.
Thank you, and take care.
So, where was it again? Up and then to the right? Maybe? There were two guards, she said, but it's not marked. And going to the blacksmith, so she might have gone to the right? Yeah, there's one guard.
I'm looking for...
He in...
What does Laszlo...
Vörös és fekete.
Uh-huh.
Vörös like... blood.
Ah, colors.
Igen.
Which tent?
Big one. In front there is
Thanks.
Sorry that I've woken you up. There we are. But I still need to figure out where our friend is. Oh, there are the guards. So can I... No, still can't sell anything to him. Truly annoying. Okay. Well, seems like I can get through.
Are you Sir Peter of Sukadleski?
No, I'm not. I'm Hinek of Hobza.
Oh, Sakra. I'll have to keep looking.
Wait! That name sounds familiar, though. But I'm as hungry as a wolf. If you bring me some food, I'll tell you what I know about him.
Listen, I don't have time for... I need to find... I'm here on behalf of his brother, Jan.
Wait, someone really came for him? Well, there was someone else here with me, also a knight. But whether he's this Peter of yours...
Where is he now?
With the law.
You mean...
Aye, a few days ago.
If it was Peter of Sukadleski, I'm in... He must have introduced himself.
Him? He was fading fast when they brought him in. He was in pain and barely said half a dozen words. When he began to be delirious...
Okay, that...
I have to find him.
Sounds like him.
What did they do with the...
They took it away. I heard them say they got hold of a cart to haul the corpse.
Where do they want it?
How am I supposed to know? Away. As quick as possible. No matter what killed him. They don't want... They're even treating me as if I'll croak.
Sorry to hear that. But could you get...
The carts are down by the horses. I hope you excuse me for not...
What's going to happen to...
I'm waiting to be exchanged. My honourable jailer has demanded a large sum of money. And on top of that, the hand of... I had no idea I was worth so much. I hope my wife appreciates me more when I finally get...
I could help you get out.
Save your energy. My father is already on his way. He'll be here in a few days. If I take... No, I'll just sit here until they barter me off like a... That is, if I don't stop...
Alright.
I better get going now.
Well, you do you. If you want to enjoy this hotel a bit more, feel free to do so. Let's see. We need to find some cards. And we'll need to find some traders to sell my garbage. Because it's annoying that I'm traveling so slowly. Doesn't look like there's any body. There's a way out. Well, good to know. Oh, there's the body.
Yeah, this is definitely Peter. Jan's not going to be happy about this.
Well, well, well. Let's get into our diplomatic outfit. Oh, is there some... Is that the priest? No.
My
All
humble
soldiers
respects.
can't sell any stuff to you. So, there's Laszlo in his plate armor.
Sir Laszlo Farkas?
Yes?
I'm here on behalf of Sir Jan of Sukadleski. My task is to negotiate with you the terms for the release of his brother, Knight Peter.
Really?
He gave me a letter with his seal. Here.
Huh. Very well.
I know what happened to the captive. I saw the body.
Bichaba.
All right. You have seen through my ruse.
Who killed Peter of Sukadleski?
The Grim Reaper. He died of fever a few days ago. The Sobons had a look at him but could not do anything. You do not have to believe me, but I'm telling you this to show I am not hiding anything from you.
Very well. What should I tell Jan?
What would you like to tell him?
The truth.
The truth, obviously.
Fine, as you wish. I assume Jan will at least... He came for his brother.
Very well.
Excellent. I was beginning to...
Where will the handover...
Right here. I will get him ready to be transported.
Out of the question. Jan insists the handover.
So be it. What about by that mill on the hill between Miskowitz and...
That sounds good. How will we message each?
Send the groom from the tavern by the oak. The men know him, and they will let me know.
Let's discuss...
I see no reason to discuss such a matter with a mass...
Then what am I supposed to...
Tell him that he should bring all the resources he has. I shall negotiate the exact price with him.
That should be just about everything.
Yes, it should
I
be.
don't trust this.
Return to your master. I do...
Well... Okay. We still need to figure out... about... Victoria was her name? Can I...
How can I...
Finally I can
What
sell
do you-
my stuff. Alright. Let's get rid of... Oh, he doesn't have that much money. Well... At least we can get rid of one helmet. Anything of use? Yeah, let's buy some of these. Oh, I can make better horseshoes. This could be helpful. Let's see. Do I want to buy one of the weapons? This one could be helpful. A lot of slash damage. Or rather, it causes slash damage, but basically no blunt damage. No. My Warhammer seems to be better than everything he can offer. So, what do I have to pay for? I get 33, so maybe a second piece of equipment. Yeah, okay. Right now it seems like there's some bug. Continues to show me the wrong equipment. 34. Okay, yeah, let's get rid of this one. We still have about 130 over. Anything that's about that price? Not really. All right.
Let's talk about...
Very well. Thank you, and take
And
care.
he's blank. Alright, we got a lot of weight off our shoulders. And we can get rid of some more again. I'm learning this. And this. And this. So what does it do? Horse will reach almost best speed with them and will last some time. Better speed. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to create these. Wait, the Night Horse shoes are more valuable than the Nobleman? Interesting. It gives me also... Okay, they give the same defense. Do I have some level up? No. Alright. Let's head up. Can I find some other merchant somewhere? Where am I supposed to go? To the left? Okay, just before the gate.
I'm sorry.
Yes, you better be, or I'll punch you.
Greetings to you.
Come on, lad. Take a bath.
Show me your...
Oh, he has a lot of shields. Better than my current one? No. Nothing of interest to me. 755. Alright, so one helmet definitely. Maybe this one as well? No. This one? Yeah. Alright.
I'd like to discuss... Well... Aye.
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Okay, Blaha. Where is the soldier black? Soldier, 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 black.
Are you the one they call Black?
I'm more like green just now.
But I need to talk to you.
And I need something for the pain. Can't you see I'm barely breathing here? Kurva.
Tell me exactly what's wrong with you.
My belly hurts. It's from the fucking pig swill they give us.
Maybe. Do you remember what the last thing...
What do you think? Some cold...
Try and think about it again. Maybe someone wanted to poison you. But then... Did you try and spice up that slop from the kitchen by adding some...
Jesus Christ, you're right. One fella brought some mushrooms from the forest. They looked fine, so we cut them up and added them to... Do you think they were poisoned? They looked harmless.
I'm just going to clean it for you.
It's obvious. If you want relief, you need an antidote.
But I can bet...
Yeah, I'll try to.
I don't have anything for you yet.
Teeth. It's my arse I have to clench.
Well, if you just have to shit, you should be fine. So I have to treat him. Digestive potion. What do we need to create a digestive potion? Nettle, thistle, charcoal. Nettle, thistle, charcoal. Is there... Is a trader... Ah, an alchemy. Nettle, thistle, charcoal. Nettle, thistle, charcoal. Just repeat it like a song. Anyone here? No? Where's the alchemy bench? Okay. Okay, let's see. What if I crouch down and steal nettle, thistle, charcoal? Okay, nothing. Nettle, thistle, charcoal. Well, I might get some stuff from this guy. What is this? This desecrated spring? Scholar spot. Nettle, thistle, charcoal. Nettle, I know. Thistle, I don't know where I can get them. Roadside ditches, clearings. Okay, and it wants to be in the shadow. Let's see. So there's no houses around, so maybe I'll have to look somewhere else.
Good afternoon.
I heard you have some work.
Yeah, I do. But you'd have to manage. How important is it for you when
Let's just say I sometimes get a little...
Very good. Let's cut to the chase. I need you to bring me something. So that the owner interested.
Fine. What's involved?
As I said, I need you to bring me something. Nobody must know.
Yeah, I understand that.
Basan, one of the Cuman dogs around here, has recently acquired a very... He got it as ransom for some knight he took captive during the conquest. You yourself must admit that such a weapon has no business being in the filthy paws of those pagans. Now, if I had a...
But humans aren't...
What are you saying?
I'm telling you. They're Christians, just like you and me.
Do you think I understand that? And that doesn't change anything anyway. I want that...
So what, do you need a black...
You know, I'd hate for Basan to notice his sword is gone. Can you imagine? Well, if you could get a good look at it, you could bring it to me.
A replica?
Of course. Made of some soft iron, with coloured glass instead of gemstones. Basan won't notice the difference anyway.
Where can I find it?
Here in the camp. You'll go to the tournament enclosure, and on the left, behind it, you'll find...
That sounds fair.
That may be, but you don't need to do... And watch out for... Farewell.
Alright, a bit later I will get to it, but for now... yeah, let's check out the archery range. Maybe I'll get something out of it. Shooting master. Bosonga. Sounds like Bazinga.
Can you explain to...
It's simple. I give arrows or bolts to the archers, and they try... If you hit the outside ring, if you miss, or you hit an opponent's target, all you get for that is a... But if you manage to shoot off all your ammunition before the others, you get another... We've got 3 competition levels. The more experienced the archers, the more arrows or bolts they get.
What do you have?
Okay, there's nothing I can sell to him. Or rather, nothing I want to get rid of. Let's check with my horse. No, oh no, we have some bows. This one. And I think I want to get rid of this one. Nothing else. Yeah, nothing else.
Maybe next time then. What would you...
What do you... I'd like to... What would you say?
You must be... Aye. Pleasure doing business.
Alright, let's get into the competition.
I'd like to...
Your first time, eh? What's it to be?
Bow.
All right. So, what do you feel up to? What? Of course, it's tougher against masters.
Yeah, let's start from the
I'd
beginning.
rather not get ahead of myself.
Fine. Of course, it ain't for free, though.
Hang on. Yeah, hear it.
Wait a while until I get the other archers. Meanwhile, you can get... Take up your positions. And we're off.
Shit, this guy is shooting faster than me and he's hitting always at the center. What the hell? What is this crossbow this archer doing? Well, at least some experience gained. Well. Okay, let's look for some nettle and thistle. Oh. New level. What do we want to get here? Neither of these, so yeah, let's get this one for now. And then the next time I'll have to figure out which one of these I want to have, because these are the last 2 upgrades I can get.
What the?
Huh? Yeah, forgot. Was there something else I can do? No, that's Bazan. Okay. Metal, thistle, charcoal. We're still carrying too much? Interesting. Okay, that might be because I'm sleepy. Let's try get on a horse. Then we'll get out of here because it feels boring. Yeah, instead of taking care of this, I'll get here. Dead horse, rider. Let's avoid them. I don't want to be bothered for now.
Greetings to you.
What do you need, my...
I'm here to get my dog.
About time.
What's new?
Well, if there was some...
Okay, let's get up there. Finally got my little doggy back. Shishka, you're doing good.
I hate sweeping.
Okay,
You have a kind...
let's get through the books.
Master, eh, Mutt?
Okay, that was a short book. About India, also not that much information. Yeah, let's get this over with. Interesting, I get instantly some energy back when I'm reading.
Better not forget about that council assembly.
Do I have to get there in time? Because that would be very annoying now. Okay, these two books can't be read at the moment. Okay, nothing else. Let's get up, put this away. Right. These two as well. Yeah, they're not heavy enough, so I'll keep them for now. Let's get the arrows out. Drop the shields. Keep the rest. I mean, we're going back into a city, so it should be fine. Oh yeah, let's get rid of some of these. And I could check if I have some digestive potion already, then I don't have to brew it. Yes, perfect. Pick up one. Then we can sleep. Oh, okay, perfect. Malada is also done.
Morning. Good morning. Sleep well?
Not bad, I suppose.
Don't know what they're exactly doing here. They're just sitting around. And I was stuck.
God,
Good doggy.
Very much.
Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
Yes, very silly doggy. So, how are I going to approach this? I have to travel here. And then here. Then we can go into the city. Yeah, I think I'll go. Or am I going to fast travel? I mean, I have to go. Yeah, I'll do fast travel. I can make a quick stop there. Stocky man. Morning. Yeah, let's stop. What is he doing?
Hey, you!
Yes?
How about stretching those limbs and getting some light exercise?
Oh, I remember him.
Shall we spar? I know you. We've met before.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Hornet.
You're not wrong there. But you're...
Henry.
Oh, that's right.
How have you been?
Did a brisk bit of business, I can tell you. I stuffed my purse to...
Sounds to me like you might have stolen something.
Watch what you're saying. I've been known to take on shady work, true enough, but never any thievery. So...
Yeah, what's the rules this time?
What are the rules?
I have two. One. Always two.
Pretty simple.
Exact. Take a sword, a mace, whatever you fancy.
A shield?
Yeah, sure. We stop when one of us...
All right. What was this great job?
I wound up in Grund, earning silver as a cat. At first, me and a couple of others were driving away. But then they figured they were short of... They said it wasn't safe in the area, and that every extra hand... The perfect job for me. So I did a couple of runs, a bit...
And that's how you could afford all this gear?
Exactly. I thought I might try my luck at the tournament in Kuttenberg.
But he had the
What do you
same
reckon?
armor before.
It was worth a shot. You're not exactly...
That I am. We'll see.
Let's do it.
Exactly. What are we fighting for?
Teach me
I have a
something.
proposition. If you win, if I win...
I recently took a man down with one. If you win...
Yep.
That's my...
Ha!
Oh, we
Didn't
can
see
counter.
that one coming, eh?
That was a good
Perfect.
fight.
One combo and we're good.
Perhaps I'll have... I promised you that...
No. You promised to teach me how to give a good punch.
All right. In a fight, don't aim for the chin. When you land a punch there, most times...
That sounds good.
Okay. Luckily I didn't have to waste time for getting it done. And now fast travel, or am I just traveling myself? No, I don't want to. Area around here is not interesting enough, so I prefer to go by without having to wait for this much time.
Whoa!
So you can avoid danger. Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all.
Oh yeah, the greatest evil. Oh no. So let's help this guy. Let's figure out what happened to Victoria.
It still hasn't.
Not in the slightest.
I have something.
Thank you. Oh,
Well,
not yet.
to look at you, I'd say you're.
It'll be all right once I get a good meal in me.
It's about Victoria.
Christ almighty. Now she sent someone to try and change my...
What?
Well, I didn't come to change your mind.
Well, she's tried practically everything. Complaining, screeching.
And what was she trying to...
Look, we had a bit of fun once or twice, but that...
Victoria's missing. Her house is empty, and no...
What do you mean she's missing?
As if the earth opened up. Seeing as you two used to meet up...
She didn't tell anyone? Not even the blacksmith's wife?
There was a pool of blood on the floor.
And was the blacksmith's wife again.
She often said she didn't know what she'd do if I left. But I thought it was just the...
What were you expect? She's already in a tough situation, and you just made it worse. Get off...
I can't just prance right out of the camp. Not far from here to the east, there's a spot where you... A small clearing in the forest, where there's a pair of big birches. She might...
Good. I'll look there. But
I know. But bring her a message. Tell her she's a stupid cow. I didn't force her to do anything, and now...
Try and think it over a bit. It might not just be... Could you live with yourself, knowing you could have done something, but just couldn't be bothered to...
Could have. So... And if she wants, she can stay here. I'm sure they'll find work.
Now that sounds like I'm going to see her now.
Well, that's not what I wanted to him to do. I would have preferred if he would just go... What does this horse do? Prancing around? Well, no, what was I talking about? What I wanted him to do was more like pay for her so she can live on her own. I didn't care for him to, yeah, marry her. This feels too forced. Their marriage would be just, yeah, terrible. Okay, 2 northeast. Not the direction I wanted to travel to, but hey. We take what we get.
I ought to go and see Rosa. She'll be expecting me.
Yes, I heard of it.
Forget about the city council.
Okay, I think instead of going to the west, I'll have to go to the city council as fast as possible.
Quick!
Or I'll miss...
Whoa.
Oh. Did she kill herself?
Oh my god. She poisoned herself. What a pity. The poor girl.
It was just a weak poison. Okay, what can we do now about it? I'm not even going to tell him about it? What the fuck? Is the quest just... Okay, this quest just weird. Oh no, she's dead. And we're not gonna tell anyone about it. Not Black, not the blacksmith, no one. Just forget about her. Who cares? Okay, fast travel there. Let's hope we'll make it in time. So, where am I supposed to go? Just straight to the right and then in there. Okay. Not that
Easy,
difficult to remember.
Easy. Nice and slow.
After we met with the city council, we can go and meet Rosa. Is here? Yes.
I'm going to see the Mint Master.
Any fool could say that.
I have an appointment with...
All right. Go ahead, then.
Okay, you're this easily convinced. But hey, I've been in here before.
Glad to see you.
You have the gall to show me.
Hold your horses. Actually, I have a little...
You've come to Black.
Yes, kind of.
I need to get into the City Council Assembly.
The Assembly? The one King Sigismund...
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to...
Don't try that on me. This is... And tell the...
No, we don't want to. Let's try to, what he would expect.
Well, I just want to climb the social ladder a bit. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
And could you not choose a different occasion for that?
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position...
All right, all right. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray your... And that will be the end.
Yeah, let's make a deal.
All right.
You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My cook's son will be... He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let... Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to...
Who's this?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler
Cool
and a
down.
boozer, but he's proved his worth as a waiter. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to... Otherwise, you won't be...
What will I need to...
Fast feet and good manners. And...
Excuse...
Do you think you can serve the king in a tall...
Well, no.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Nope.
Where can I find...
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today, from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost... That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear, that fellow...
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is...
What would work on it?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the...
I'll be going then.
Just make sure we both come out.
Okay. Wait, why did I lose reputation? I agreed to a deal with him. Oh, well, it's just weird. Okay, let's get over to Rosa and this quest.
Good day to you.
There's stairs. Up we go. Let me in. Oh, she's outside. Well.
By the way,
My favorite book.
as I wandered through the fortress, and there it lay. Red leather.
You really found it. By the way, did you have any time?
Actually not.
That's too bad. I think you would...
Why do you think so?
I just think you might find some common ground. Not in absolutely everything, of course. That's just not possible. Look, you've never thought about writing...
Oh, well. Let's go back and read this book. I want to see what she's talking about now. Humorous anecdotes.
Oh my god.
Oh no,
She
we have
poisoned
to
herself.
do.
What a pity. Poor girl.
Okay. I have to do this all over again. Well, this means we can just quickly skip through all the dialogue options again.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
Let's get our clothes on. And then let's head inside. Wait, he didn't want to talk to us?
I'm going to any fork. Oh.
So, quests, book of humorous anecdotes.
I could eat.
Wedding toast. Unfortunately, I don't know the bride, so I can't congratulate her groom. And knowing the groom too well, neither can I congratulate the bride. Okay. A young man tenderly embraces his beloved and asks, "Am I your first lover by any chance?" "Could be," she replies. "I thought I'd seen you somewhere before." Oh. Thinking is not knowing. A certain Kuttenberg gentleman once visited an old charlatan and wanted to know his fate. The charlatan examined his palm carefully and said to him, "I see. You are the father of 2 children." "You are mistaken," he shook his head. "I am the father of 3 children." "It is you who are mistaken," smiled the charlatan.
What do you want a boat for?
So I don't drown in all this shit here. Last
Repent,
time it
Adam.
rained for a week straight, we were up to our knees in a river
Um,
of shit.
As many and men
That's
in
good.
particular will
You
gladly
know what?
testify to the
Maybe
2
I'll
genders,
buy
it is
one
the
too.
female
We
that
could
is
start a ferry
imperfect, prone
service.
to all manner of sins and faults. It is an old known truth that the testimony of many is a credible testimony, the truth of which cannot be doubted. But who hath appointed the women for her lot? God or man? Who has decreed that woman is incapable of thinking, acting, and deciding without guidance of man? By whom was it determined that women were too foolish and wise-written to participate in matters wholly male, politics, science, or the liberal arts? Is such a resolution supported by experience or evidence? After all, no one has ever given a woman the opportunity to demonstrate the necessary judgment and wit. We have only conveniently condemned it as inadequate and have made this judgment and it is established truth which no one dares to question. We have witnessed many injuries to the daughters of Eve, and therefore may, or rather must, testify that the world is unjustly ordered in this respect. Men are fond of exalting themselves above women and attributing all sorts of wrongs to them, but only to cover for their own faults. A man who accuses a woman of vice has squandered his own youth in licentiousness. Don't know that word. In old age, these men recall their regrets, the sins of their past life without ever repenting of them. It is out of this bitterness that they denounce women, in order to humiliate and vilify them in the minds of all who are willing to listen to them. These corrupt old men are like incurable leprosy. But even more than women, men prefer to alleviate themselves above other men. For example, they claim that husbands who listen to their wives' advice are fools and deserve ridicule. But we say that a man who has a wife who is sensible and wise and refuses, damn, he's running away, to listen to her is twice as foolish. The grace that is chaste. What do you call a woman who knows exactly where her husband is every night? A widow. Okay, that's dark. Wisdom of elders. A father says to his son on his wedding day, "Remember, son, that a newlywed woman loves well and cooks badly. But wait a few years, and it will be just the opposite." Okay, very strange. Okay, I'll have to run now. Oh, he's just eating. Well, Ulrich.
Glad to
You have...
hold your horse. Actually,
You've...
could
The ascent... Don't... And tell... Well,
have you?
if I... And that...
All right.
You can get his revolver. Frank, which room otherwise...
What
far do you...
Well,
are you...
Where?
Is that it? That German... What would you...
I'll be getting...
Just make...
Alright. So... Now we have to go to... Rosa.
God be with you.
Don't I know you?
Excuse
He looks like someone I've seen before. Oh yeah, I remember. The Knights of what's it called? Sisborg or something? The older brother. Strange that he's now called townsman. Now she's sitting down here. Well.
By the way,
My favorite.
as I want, and there it lay.
You really found?
I read a bit of it.
What did you?
Well, the author doesn't spare anyone. I wonder if he holds anything at all sacred.
Sure he does. Courage, honor, loyalty. But others have already written enough about those. A writer is interested in what lies beneath the gilded veneer of orderliness and piety, because it's much more interesting.
Hold on. Who wrote this?
She wrote
I
it.
did.
Yes.
You've never thought about writing something.
Me? And what would I write?
How should I know? Poetry, a novel, a treatise, or a whole book?
That's a tempting notion. Who knows? In another life, I might have become a writer.
Wouldn't you want to at least give it a try?
I suppose I'm not quite sure where you're going with this.
There are still a few blank pages left, so we could finish writing it together. You and me. What do you think?
Sure.
That sounds great.
We'll have plenty of light and privacy in my chambers. Will you escort me?
Oh, I think she doesn't want to write.
My pleasure.
About what's happening.
How should I start?
Oh, actually, she's writing. Okay, that's not what I expected.
Now, I have many ideas.
Both? Well, fine. What should I do?
Just tell me what you'd like to read about. A tale of a man or a woman? I'll take careful notes of everything.
There are heaps of stories about men. So I propose one about a woman.
All right, a woman then. But I'd need to know more about her.
Such as...
Tell me one trait that is important for you. What would impress you in a girl?
I think above all that she should be clever.
And isn't that rather detrimental for a girl?
Only fools say that. Jilted half-wits who met girls smarter than themselves.
You'd be surprised. My father is no fool, but at times he wishes I were more of a goose. Or better yet, that I would change overnight into a sun. But if the lady in our story is clever, Should she employ her wits for good or evil?
Let's go with good intents.
I'm for good intentions. If we come up with an interesting woman, it would be a shame to write her as evil.
I agree. Too bad it's only on paper. I'd like to meet Our Lady in the flesh.
So, what's the story?
Well, just about finished.
Well, let's have a look.
Not yet. Something's missing.
What?
A picture. I don't trust myself with proper illumination, but I think I can handle a sketch. Especially if you'll be my model.
What?
Huh?
And what on earth do I have to do?
Imagine a beautiful lady is standing before you and you are courting her. What would you do?
I'd rather keep what I do to myself. But how about something like this?
Let's see if it's more than just some stick figures.
Well, now we're done.
Oh, finally. I'm sore all over.
Your suffering is over. Come take a look at what we've done. Your reward.
Okay. Let me read. I've read this as well. Wisdom of Elders. About an eloquent lady and a bad dancer. It is known that anyone can point out someone's shortcomings and bring shame upon them, but only few can point out someone's faults in such a way that the unfortunate person notices them without causing public ridicule. I will tell you a lady who mastered this art. She was not only clever and quick in speech, but also young and beautiful to look at. Okay, sure. When she appeared in society, men flocked to her. The young men asked her to dance and offered their arms. The elder ones asked her for hand in marriage and offered what little the old men could still give to the young lady. Suddenly, a young man asked her to dance. He had a handsome face and fine manners, so the lady accepted his proposal. After a few steps, however, she realized that she had made a big mistake. The dancer seemed to have 2 left feet. He stumbled, tripped, almost fell several times, and despite his apologies, the lady found dancing with him a torture. This reminds me of the festival in, what's it called? The wedding in the first part of the game. The other dancer noticed this and began to whisper and point in their direction. Any other would have embarrassed him with indiscriminate words. She might have even have told the other ladies to watch out for such loser. Not the lady in my story. What does it matter if he's a bad dancer? She said to herself. Others may dance with ease, but they also drink with it, indulge in dice and light girls. Better a bad dancer than a good drinker. So she smiled and said out loud for all to hear, Young sir, how I would love to keep dancing with you, but I wore the wrong shoes today. They're pushing me so hard that I can't go on. Please escort me out into the fresh air. Her dancer quickly understood what she meant by that remark and hurriedly walked with her to the door. Everyone present thought that perhaps she was going to give him a hard time at the door, or give him a well-deserved slap. The lady and her dancer, however, did not return to the interment that evening. Okay.
So what about that story of ours?
Bit plain.
Tell me.
It was pretty obvious that you...
Really?
Well, I'm not sure. I've known you for a while now, and it just seems like you're telling the story.
I'm not that good a storyteller in person. And don't forget, it's your work too. And what about the sketch? For such a slapdash job, it's not bad, right?
Yeah, it's better than just stick figures what I would have drawn.
Oh, it's pretty, really. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
But otherwise, I think we can be quite satisfied. And thank
Well. And for that matter, you're an interesting girl. And I'd like...
No beating around the bush. How about that? Please do stop by sometime. I wager it will be enlightening for both of us. Perhaps I can show you my collection of hunting trophies.
Oh, you have hunting trophies. Interesting. And I've got scholarship. What do we get out? Oh, horsemanship as well. Enemy killed from saddle. Fully charged. Yeah, let's get trampled damage. Scholarship. Fundamental of law. Yeah, I think that's the better one because the other two I don't care for now. We'll get them just to complete everything.
You said you could teach me something.
If you ask nicely, I'll share some...
Very well then, lady know-it-all. Let's say then I come on bended knee.
That depends on what you're interested in. There's a whole world hidden inside of book, or if you prefer actions instead of word. But I warn you in advance that it will not come free. So...
Okay, maybe another time, yeah. Okay, can't interact with her. Can just steal stuff. Some more to steal, nothing to do. Can't get in this room. Maybe that's something locked for a quest.
People like you. God be with you.
Alright, we're almost done. Let's get onto the marketplace and look for this... what was his name? Ah, who cares? It's marked down anyway.
Sold them rotten meat. Come and take a good look at him.
Okay, what am I supposed to look for? Obtain King's Waiter's clothes. This could be at the saddler, maybe. We need his... Oh no, it's over there. Taylor.
Good day to you.
I'll have a look at...
Do I have to get these gloves or can I just use my own? I mean, I have the highest charisma that is possible, so why can't I just use them?
Maybe next time then,
This guy? Peasant? No. This guy? Yeah. Franta.
God bless you, sir.
You must be Frant.
I am.
I'm Henry.
I am.
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all...
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your...
I just have to get in there. I have an important message for the king.
But why would you want to get to him as a...
But it could be that someone from the council is mixed up in it, so I have to be incognito.
I see. All right then. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable... Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell...
Yes, I can tell it's white or red. Is that enough?
Of course.
All right. No need. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you, and think up some good excuses.
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll see. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly, or get it covered in...
Thanks. I won't disgrace you.
Waiter,
I
waiter,
promise.
waiter.
You
Okay.
better not. Take care.
Well, that was easy. Town hall. Would have been hard to get it dirty on the way here. So let's put this on. And where is it? This one. And where's pants? Here it is. Yeah, it's worse than what I've been wearing before. Well, let's head in. Majordomo.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in.
Franta's not coming.
He's sick. He's hurt. He's sick.
He got poisoned. He's writhing in agony. By turns praying.
Oh, that's enough.
We can't be without a waiter here when the king...
So, have you got Franta's...
Sure.
Everything's... You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around.
Everything as it should be. Do you know what your duties are for an inexperienced greenhorn like you?
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice.
I should certainly hope. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short,
Okay.
behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaib or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarjitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right.
Sir, and if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him.
Okay. Most important thing, stay in the background.
Just stay in the background and keep quiet until...
Correct. The councillors have a lot to discuss, and and in general, a good waiter has to be invisible.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that... Understood?
Understood.
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder.
Perfect.
Not just anyone can, but you'll manage it.
Yep,
I know everything I need to.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the serve.
The cubbyhole. Interesting name. Okay, let's stand.
There are the pictures of wine.
Red wine, white wine.
Hopefully I won't splash anyone's shoes.
Arsenal is a joke, and on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any räuber
What?
in the
Who
domain?
was calling?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing.
I
That
apologise, sir.
Hackenbücher.
Which wine?
Are you colorblind? Can you
White.
believe it?
Oh, this guy.
Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them. Since you're a gunsmith.
Huh? It's the
What
white
are
one.
you implying, Friedrich? All I'm
I
saying
can't-
is that they had them, Herrgott.
Oh,
It is
from the
eine
front.
Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison.
Thank you, Waiter.
And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is. The
Schwierigkeiten.
Dry Devil is
I'd like
running
some monastery
free.
wine.
There are
Refill my cup, boy.
everywhere in the region. We
I'd
have
like
the
to
army
oblige, but
bearing down,
not
and you
allowed.
want to
This
defend
is
yourselves
unbelievable.
with a few rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight, exactly? The
A
merciful
barbarian.
King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Or is it
Der
Austrian?
König and his army will not be here forever.
And a full cup.
Shut up! The
Turkey?
king can arrive at
I
any
apologize,
moment.
sir.
What have he
Which
heard
one?
you?
Oh, back there.
What
That's
then?
the white.
We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
Good, sir.
You can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies. Nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes?
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we
No
just
king
wait
here
with
yet.
arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc
Wait, he's
all
still
around?
drinking.
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Isn't it the same thing?
Waiter, get me white.
So, the cleanliness of the city is not
I'd like to oblige,
what it should
but
be.
I'm not
The
allowed.
current
This
baths
is
in the city
unbelievable.
fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right.
More
We
wine,
do have
Master
the new
Bailiff.
baths and hot brink, and Adam's old ones. But I hear the hot brink baths are more of a
Bailiff, where is he?
pigsty.
They still are a bit.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it, understood?
Surely not.
Okay, his study.
The need for cleanliness and citizens' health should not be underestimated.
Nor overestimated. Someone needs to
This
watch.
one?
There's a river just a few steps from the city wall.
Certainly.
Nope,
And
that's
they
not
can
it.
get leeches there
This one.
as well.
Oops.
And while he's there,
Nice.
a man can shave and
Whose
take
silver
a,
might this be?
you know what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes to punt.
So?
Plümel.
Keeping the city clean is
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
Because we're always
Okay.
arguing about the same thing.
Not at
Oh, I
all.
brought it to him.
If you'd finally admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back to it.
A trifle? Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense!
No, they're
Next,
still talking about the
you'll want me
baths.
to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way. At least until His Majesty
Tokai!
honors us with his
And a
visit.
full cup.
And as we know,
Tokahi?
Gunslin absolutely hates him.
Which one?
He
I
can hate
apologise,
all he
sir.
wants, as long as he
Which
does
one?
no
Are
damage.
you colorblind?
Ulrich, what have you got to
Right.
say about it?
Me?
They always want the white one? Interesting.
Not sure what you're implying.
I'm speaking about the
Which one was
Rutard
it again?
incident. You were there, weren't you?
This guy?
That. Just a small misunderstanding.
Sir?
We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
If he would just keep his hand up, that would be helpful.
Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case it really was nothing.
Hey,
Everyone in the city gossiped about it.
monastery wine.
I heard there
Monastery,
were
okay,
several
back
dead.
there.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true.
Thank you, waiter.
Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first.
Am I the only one working here? What is she doing?
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
I'm sorry, Andreas, but I wouldn't brush it off so quickly. Why do I have the feeling you're not telling us the whole truth, Ulrich?
Are you accusing me of lying?
Hey, those are strong words, my friend.
Some monastery wine.
Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened?
This guy?
I'm not keeping anything from you, but there's little truth to the rumors circulating around the town. Yes, Rutard and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved.
Oh, I hope
didn't
we
want to
get
expose the girl
through
to
with
any
it soon.
unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts.
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If we really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric,
Twice.
but also
It's
illegal.
me.
I could understand it with mercenaries, students, and other scum of all kinds, but city councillors?
Be specific, Forsooker. Are you blaming one of us?
Hey, boy! A
and
full
look who
cup of
spoke
monastery
first.
wine.
First of
Monastery
all,
wine for Neuhaus.
it was supposed to be an honorable combat. And I didn't even take part in it.
And that's the only reason you're still here on the council
Don't
and
hang
not
around
in
me.
the pillory.
Vanish!
If you want to blame somebody, you should point the finger at the youngster here who's...
Excuse me?
Oops, couldn't answer.
Never mind.
I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword fighting school brought this custom to us. It's now run by the German Menhard. Who knows who that fellow
Refill,
is?
sir.
Don't
You
be
think I come to the council
ridiculous,
just to fill
Forsooker.
wine? Come
You
here.
act like you've never been in a fight yourself. And to accuse a
who's
swordsmaster
this?
without a
Here.
shred of proof. We're not some old fishwives in the marketplace.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
I got them.
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count while you're at it. Count how many figures on the mural have wings.
What the fuck?
Why?
Because I'm bored. And because I...
Okay, how many have wings on the mural?
Squabbling constantly at the Emperor
Let's pick
Charles,
them up.
and no one is left
That was easy
unscathed.
enough. And he wanted me to count the winged figures.
One,
Throw dirt on our work?
If I threw
two,
out everyone who
three,
complains over a beer, I'd
4,
soon be out
5,
of customers.
6,
Ah, to hell with it. We'll never get anywhere like
7,
this. Why waste our time?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17, 18, 19, 20 maybe? We'll see. Something like that. Oh, this guy.
So, let's see...
I found your gloves.
Really? And did you count those winged figures?
Uh, 24? 24.
I counted 20. And you counted correct.
Okay, I saw missed 4, but I...
Here you are. So you can have a bit of fun in the evening too, eh?
I received 1 grosch. Oh, how generous of him.
Meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to Mokarol mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Haven't you noticed there's a war going
don't
on?
you skimp on me.
Are the experts
Cup
from
of
far
red.
off supposed to work in a city under siege?
Besides,
Innkeeper Havel.
I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
You do? Do you?
You, lad!
And what would that be?
Familiar
Like,
to me.
for instance,
Have we
that
met?
you'd like to have your own
Well, naturally.
altar there?
So what if I would?
Almost every day.
Hold your horses,
Really?
gentlemen. That space
You
in the
must have
side gate
decent
is
wages
mine.
to be able to visit the best tavern in town regularly.
Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
Yes, that's why I'm working here.
To insult me? Ha! I think not.
Excuse me. You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral. Just like you
Cathedral.
bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well,
Boy,
I hope you're
like
not
them
supplying
white.
equipment to the
Some
army.
whites.
If that's all they have, they would be defeated by
Which
that bunch
guy?
of ne'er-do-wells
Back
from
there?
the alehouse on Obrick.
Tuchmacher.
What ne'er-do-wells?
This guy.
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, the wine
you?
completely missed.
I see you've come up in the world. From a bathhouse boy to a waiter. You'll go a long way.
The guards raided and
I
threw
might
them
make
all
councillor
out.
one day.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten.
You're a
What do we
merry
have to
soul,
discuss
lad.
next?
I like that.
Alright, we missed just 1 interaction so far with our spy or our corrupt mint master. But where's the king?
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Well, well. Let's get out of the way. Okay, he certainly looks imposing for a king. Okay, he doesn't recognize me. Good for us. Yes, sir. As you demand. Don't look at him. Haven't you heard the second rule? Or have you forgotten about it?
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Oh, okay, maybe it's not so bad.
Like this man of fights!
Raborsch. Oh, right, that's where they're hiding. But somehow Raborsch still doesn't like me, even though I helped them. I helped the garrison. Well, indirectly I freed the lords and I'm friends with them. So why do they not like me?
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they keep him mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try. Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malachov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
Well, it could be again a spy, so...
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
Maybe you should become a minstrel instead.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests. Eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabbi.
Don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Okay, so what's the quest? Meet Brabant. Noble. John? Samuel? Oh, that's the rabbi. Yeah.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Kuttenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Oh, yeah.
Are you looking for friends among us?
Let us say rather that we have chosen a side. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzik Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. But we did not get off to a very good start.
But we didn't end badly, so...
Or maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Huh?
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one.
Wait, so he's the
Mom
brother.
raised me on her own.
Interesting.
And that was all for the
Well,
best.
Why?
in some sense.
He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Copula, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
But let me choose, join in.
Good health.
L'chaim.
Great time is starting.
What's his name? Zhishka. It's easy for him to rouse people to war when he has nothing
This
to
guy?
lose.
No. Ah, there he is. Noble? No. Outside?
I almost lost all hope.
Dort. Oh, there he is. Brabant.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin. A friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
What
That needs
was,
some
what was,
explanation.
yeah, tell these
What
events.
unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
Huh? Yeah, no. Let's pretend we haven't been. Enlighten me.
Be so kind as to enlighten me.
When they broke through the defense, I ended up in captivity. It was only due to my acquaintances in a court that I escaped execution.
Oh. I thought it was Henry who saved your neck.
My neck was not at risk in Malashov. I may have still been a prisoner with my personal freedom restricted, but they never broke my spirit.
Didn't he tell me about what I asked for? Very annoying.
You say you're a poet. How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
Okay.
Where have you been on your travels?
I'm starting to doubt him
But of
even
course. I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
Okay, I don't trust him. It feels like he's just pretending.
Dear friends and allies,
Jobst.
In these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess. Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Well, they're not as unified as you would wish.
I'm not going to die.
Very noisy.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Oh well. Our friends, the drinkers. At least they're having a good time.
Just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
Okay.
As it happens, I've got nothing better to do anyway.
Excellent. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings?
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
When Sigismund sees that, he'll be off to Hungary all the sooner. At a gallop.
Exactly. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Okay, that seems at least the least deaths
More
to
like
cause
in
by this.
parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
How
I'll
come?
help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Bocek of Kunstadt, Hamann Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
Okay, that's gonna be difficult. Let's see.
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome. Because it would mean slow, but certain defeat for all of us.
Why me, of all people?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left.
Tell me a bit more about this.
Certainly.
Bocek of Kunststadt.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence. He doesn't play the big game. Because he doesn't like to take... He always
likes
goes
to
for the
be
sure
rich.
thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken.
Interesting.
Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers.
Anna of Waldstein.
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
Wait,
I was quite
Bartosz?
surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more
I didn't
of a
kill Bartosz.
male
What happened
affair?
with him?
So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has...
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late...
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about... There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth, and that it was thanks to her that he died.
That seems more like it.
I'll get on it then.
I wish us both luck.
Yeah, let's drink.
Success to our...
Let's increase our charisma by being drunk. Noble, noble. This one? Yep. Hello,
God be
Anna.
with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like...
God be with you.
Your diplomatic...
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you...
Margrave Job's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to get...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions isn't a... Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Lichten's...
You know a lot.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine.
Well then.
Then you're in the right place.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And So, to the point.
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more
Nothing more. I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help?
It's not only your money. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts.
Exactly.
If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason.
Do you have something in particular?
Well, one of the guests here has something.
Who's that?
Harmon Alder.
Okay.
Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would...
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse...
Have you fallen out with the town council?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my... And the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair...
And these papers I'm supposed to switch?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain...
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear. But I'll rest easier when those...
Okay.
I'm supposed to...
Harmon Alder was given the documents to deliver. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them. So he won't...
All right, I'll help you.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the out. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odorin's groom has eyes.
Okay. Well, let's talk to Alderman. Wait, can I talk to you?
Everything all right?
I can't wait for it to end so we can get...
Would you tell me something about...
What can I tell you? It was never exactly glorious. And now especially...
Surely it won't be...
There are many fools who would rather take out their gall on us. And... in times of uncertainty.
I reckon you'd have to be pretty brave.
Or pretty pissed off. We will leave as soon as... Anyway, all of these worthy gentlemen.
Okay, not much information to gain from him, but at least something. Guards. Noble Wächter? No, I don't have to talk to him.
Sir, I don't believe I've had...
Nor I, until now. I am Sir Conrad, Lord of Wächter, and you...
Used to be. My father's son...
And I used to be the Royal Mint Mark, until the King decided...
Do you think you might...
I doubt it. Half the town hates Vavak, but no one would even think of saying a word against him. And he knows that his security stands and falls with his function. So he clicked...
We've got quite a bit...
More than you think. If my memory doesn't deceive me, so I recollect at least from my recent discussions with
Served.
Even so. Before King Wenceslas appointed
Oh,
me
he was
his
also
mint
priest.
master,
Interesting.
I was a priest. I was...
And now look at us. We have cast off our robes...
Both
and
drunk,
merrily
both
hatched plots
former
against
priests.
Sigismund.
There's no point in waiting for divine intervention. On the contrary, the
Are you going to...
I haven't quite decided yet. It's true that displeasure... But if our rebellion were to come face to face with Sigismund's army...
It was a pleasure.
Likewise.
Okay.
Nobody has the likes of these.
Got some more information. What does Job say?
Your Grace.
Certain.
Godwin.
Ah, now I remember.
Lord Liechtenstein asked, but if you'll allow me, sir, I'd like to ask...
Indeed.
Your plan. If Sigismund may attack anywhere and any time, you want to wait. Fine. But you should at least give some assurance...
You amuse me, Godwin. A parish... I know you mean well.
I'd reason better with an army.
Do you realize how much such an army costs? The gentlemen here have trouble agreeing about much lesser sum.
And if a way could be found...
Before that happens, Sigismund will take...
Okay, he doesn't like that, okay.
Do you still think the lords will agree?
That's... Some are persuaded by silver, some by a well-chosen word.
And if none of that...
Such cases usually end in quarrels between former...
John of Liechtenstein...
That was the original agreement. And on the outside, it's...
I understood that...
Yes, he is. Only...
Although, that doesn't...
He still lacks the experience, but he is persuasive.
But...
True. But I certainly never told him to... And by doing so, he put both himself...
Huh?
I wasn't expecting...
Really? Half of Kuttenberg has accumulated debts with usurers that the rabbi, knows his people and that Sigismund will not protect them if something should befall.
So they naturally took us...
What's more, if Wenceslas regains...
On whose...
From the entire elite of Kuttenberg. Only Kunzel and Rutard. Not that I'm so... The king keeps a close eye on them through the city council.
But if Rutard...
We don't need to convince Rutard. And Martin is already working on Alder.
Okay. Talked everything we need. Ignoring. Alderin is the guard, so I don't care. Rutard, Alder, Alderin. Okay, let's talk to him
I'd
first.
like to check your horses out and see if they're as good as you say.
Pah, even better. But you won't believe it until you...
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well,
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without a by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
Oh, well.
I want
What's
to
his
have a
problem?
word with Alder.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I'll talk to you later, Father.
Oh, that's the father.
This is important.
You're in my home, so you'll talk to me.
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then.
That's maybe why he doesn't like us.
We'll talk later and in private. Right now we...
Don't try my...
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten in. Only it wasn't long before they... And then I find out he settled in some back... But he took his boozing and whoring along with them. Lost...
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer court.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced...
Yurik check. Yeah.
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater.
How dare...
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to all.
You're dishonoring your hope.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
Oh, what a pity.
We've never met, and we have no cause to be enemies. Take back...
You've got no other option. You insulted Father's honor.
Gentlemen, sure, I can have a word in private with Lord Odorin, the second, as he desires, and then...
Out of the question. This uncouth, and he's got plenty to learn from Christopher. By God's grace, I have at least one...
You want satisfaction? You'll suit yourself, then. We'll fight. Come to the outer courtyard, but quietly.
After you.
Well, that's that.
Shouldn't we rather...
No, Christopher...
Okay.
For us, we'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel,
Oh,
man
my
against man.
sword is still...
Stay back. That was sneaky.
No, nothing sneaky.
Otherwise, the first strike will put you on your arse. Sum quique tribue. You're a dead man. You know that.
Cut the bullshit and fight.
No, I'll just wait. Will you surrender?
That was sneaky.
Left arm lower.
What the...
Come on.
You've no
Try a
chance
bit
against
harder.
me.
Shut up! Ah! Ah!
Not bad for a priest.
Ah!
Come on. Try more.
Forgive me, Lord, for what I do.
Did they teach you that in the seminary?
Come on. Surrender. Just give up.
Sacre! You're fast.
You don't want to surrender?
Sum quique tribue.
Come on.
Look in my eyes, not at my
Not bad
sword.
for a priest.
You don't know which end of that thing is up.
That will do.
Alright. Easy, Finn. Easy win.
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
Was in war.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the Archbishop.
I didn't have
You
been
ought to
bleeding.
know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until
Wow.
I was able to shoot my first hare.
What a terrible
Only
father.
3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder.
Yeah.
Aye. The outcome of this war depends on it.
That sounds very important, considering you and Alder are both pretty small players. After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me. And tell me what it's all about.
Well, do I have a choice?
Do I have any choice?
If it's really that important, you don't.
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect
news.
Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
Luckily, I don't have to go talk to Alder, as I have to go to his horse. Where's the horse? In here? And Alderin is now good with us.
Greetings.
Aren't you a bit bored?
What's your problem? The horses are fed and watered.
God forbid. But standing around here must be a pain.
Not really.
Well then.
Shall we roll some dice?
Well, all right. But I'll wait at the table over there.
Well, you were waiting, so I'll join you in a bit. Alright, we switch the papers. Well, let's pick this up just in case. Let's get to the dice table. Where is it? Where did he go? Oh, there he is.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
Them? Ask away. Ah, come on, just one more 6. Or a 2, and we would have a straight. So close. Okay, another 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 2.
Well,
so
you're
close
not
to a
afraid of
straight.
anything.
At least 2 ones. Not the worst, not the best.
For Christ's sake, how is that even possible?
So, oh, a lot of 2s. Well, I'll take it. The 2 is kind of the worst dice roll you can get unless you get a straight.
Here.
Oh no. It's
Like
catching up?
this.
Or are you failing?
Damn shit!
Okay. Lucky me. 1, 2, 2, 2. Okay, again, just 300 points.
Alright, that'll do.
Wait, he had a straight, no? Why didn't he take the straight?
Good day.
Oh, there he has another straight. Fuck.
God bless, good sir. God bless.
Come on, mess it up now, please. Keep on going.
It's yours.
No, he doesn't. Oh, well. 3 4s, well, that's nice, and 2 5s. We made it. Right on the nose.
Why do I even play?
Well, you didn't pay, or didn't have to pay, so it's fine. Anyone to talk to? No. No. Guards don't want to talk. Just more guards.
I heard about
Anush? Kobila? Yeah, let's talk to them.
May I have a word?
You? Anytime. Unlike this pack of
Have you got something?
Their forefathers lived up to their ears in dung. But thanks to the royal mines, and they think that can turn their blood.
But surely they're not all like that.
Allies or not, someone...
Young Lord Capon is finally free again.
He got a harsh lesson. But
Twice.
At least he might remember to lay off that tomfoolery. But if not, war...
Do you think there's really going to be a war? I mean a proper one.
I sincerely hope so. Whoever...
What do you think about...
Are you testing me? Jobst called this assembly and he wants things to turn out well.
To turn out well, some are up to their elbows in silver and...
Better make sure you're among the latter then. And in the meanwhile...
Okay. Talk to the other 2 guys.
We didn't have much time for conversation.
With pleasure, sir. What are you
Well, I have no great but all going well, we may be able to, as long as we proceed without prior agreement and mutual support, we will...
I couldn't help but notice your son has...
To put it mildly, but not to do him an injustice, knowing young Lord Capon, although, if they didn't pull each other out of trouble...
Wise words. Still, Henry...
You know, I am. And Martin would also be...
May God... Where did you leave Sir Divish? Surely he's not too old to...
Haven't you heard? Lady Stephanie is with... No one even imagined Divish would produce a...
As they say, doesn't matter who needed the dough, as long as...
Godwin.
Well, It could be a miracle.
Oh, okay. So he was not... yeah, how should I say? He was being facetious there. Wait, downstairs? I thought it was showing upstairs.
Burgers,
Ah,
patricians, and
Shishka.
usurers.
And the Kunstadt is on the other side.
You see, oh, these grand aristocrats. I'd be happier if they just told me in the morning how it all went, what my...
But then you'd miss all the...
Oh?
It seems Liechtenstein...
And how's he gonna do it? Didn't you see them all fighting?
Well...
The only approach that'll work with Sigismund is open...
Let's hope young Lord Capon manages to...
That's one thing you can always count on him for.
God forbid.
In that case, it'll be up to you. I'm sure you wouldn't leave him to disgrace himself.
A lot of people think the wealthy burghers will weather out of...
Well, that's to be expected. As long as Sigismund has the city...
Well, at least there's...
Sigismund confiscated his castle and half his estates. Not to mention that his son...
Okay. Let's see, anyone else I can talk to in here? Oh, some guards.
The Lord be with you.
Oh, no, thank you. Alright. Let's talk to this Bocek.
Need to speak with you.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes and...
On the contrary.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms if...
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. Only in order to get...
You've got my attention, but...
How can I persuade...
I need guarantees of security. I don't want...
Of course. Once it comes to protecting...
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself. If you were in my... I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with... I can't risk it all in a...
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the...
My guarantee is called Yitka. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't...
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want...
Okay.
I believe Lichten.
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sigismund. Yitka...
How about...
He's a young...
Okay.
What's wrong with him? He's young, he's handsome, women are fighting over him. Yitka will like... And he'll give her a whole bunch...
And to half the wenches in his domain. On the other hand... The Lords of Lipa have a good reputation. Maybe it's not...
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. If he agrees, I'll be...
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now...
Okay, let's talk to Capon first, just to be safe. Where's our friend? Is he down here? No? Still inside? Yes.
I've got some good news.
The bad news is there's hardly any females in this whole... There's some old bat standing there with two young girls, but she watches over them like a mother. So at least tell me...
You're getting married.
You're going to get married.
Is she at least... You're really a barrel of love. No. Enough nonsense.
To your health.
Well, well. At least he's taking it with humor.
Take a look at that.
Sir Hanush.
You do?
Yeah.
Young Lord Capon.
If he's got some impoverished nobles, I'm not going to support...
You misunderstood my meaning. I mean, with...
You arranged a marriage for my ward?
With the niece of Sir Bocek, Lord of Kunstadt.
Bocek of Kunstadt?
The Bocek of Kunstadt.
The Bocek of Kunstadt? Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to niece. If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
What?
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for... Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself.
Too
And
late.
let's drink to it, shall we?
Yes, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Well, seems like one guy is not taking it serious, and the other guy, two guys seem to be happy about it. So I see that as a plus in my book.
Sabuchek, your niece Yitka.
So Hanush agreed.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain.
Thank you.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink.
And again, cheers.
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yitka.
Here's to a good...
Okay. How badly drunk are we? Halfway there. Bit more than halfway. Huh? Wait, what was the quest about? I missed it. Oh, yeah, I have to talk to her again. She should be still upstairs. There she is.
I've got those papers from...
Quiet! You don't have...
Lady, with all the clamor going on here they are.
You're more...
You're welcome.
As agreed. I will support...
Thank you, noble lady.
Yes, quite. But let's drink to our bar.
Okay.
How could I refuse a toast with such a...
And to the success...
Well, we had a lot of drinks now in quick successions, but we should be good because we don't have to talk anymore.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the success...
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bojack...
Both of them. Good heavens.
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink.
Another drink? You're almost fully drunk. What's going on?
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes! And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Hey, aren't you happy? Hey, suddenly Samuel is happy. And he doesn't look like
Lords
happy.
Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
better not try to run away. Oh, we're still being a waiter here? Oh, come on. Please, let me stop.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same.
No.
Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere. Point them to the Jewish quarter and give them free rein. To do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wencesla's side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see? All you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else.
Okay, let's see how that turns out.
The council is dismissed.
How many heads will be rolling?
You. Don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Okay, what wine am I supposed to deliver?
Us, Marquette. Was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
You are harsh, rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy,
monastic.
Pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year.
As you wish, my lord.
The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries. They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago.
Why is the guard looking at us?
It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobs does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red.
You didn't even drink any, but sure.
He's just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp's nest, then Hungary is a viper's den.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
Oh, now he's drinking. Quite aggressively, I would say.
But the wine is good here. To your health.
Oh, need some more wine, or are we good now?
And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in the land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job.
Why couldn't I bow?
To your health, your majesty.
First, you need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Beckhoff and his men set
Oh.
out for Ragush. Odorin won't give you any more trouble.
That's not great.
Iron it together. Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easy. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No. We shall have white. We have
Well,
had enough of red.
as you desire.
Quickly! If Repoche falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already.
Why don't they just create more bombards?
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
It would be an honor.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
Oh well. Are we gonna lose Lord Capon once again? Because the castle will be under attack. Or will they make it out before that? Oh, completely drunk. Celebrate with the guests. Talk to Liechtenstein.
The name is unpronounceable.
Now we close our doors for the evening. People here know what to do.
How would you like a wine?
The art of winemaking. Recipes are passed on from father to son. I myself was practically raised on even the French royal court. The king himself had wine delivered for his table.
I expect his lordship had the best barrels rolled.
Best, but this wine would perhaps be suited to the infirmary, where it would suffice for cleaning wounds and... Give me
What
100 knights in girls.
What a rude behavior he's presenting us.
I swear to God.
I am not sure.
Robin, have you lost your hearing? I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. So, touching. Come now.
I never had
Truly.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is.
See now. Only there's nothing to drink. Fuck.
I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread.
Well, get something.
Oh yeah, no, I
for us
remember.
then.
That's when the tutorial started.
Steady on his legs.
The tutorial was the siege of this castle.
Hell with that keg.
Wait, no,
slop.
it was
Your
Sukdol. It
father
wasn't
surely has something
Rabosh.
better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself, and he had left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs.
You can bet on it.
I don't doubt it.
Okay. Let's get our nose onto wine hunting.
Holy mighty one, holy immortal one, have mercy on us.
What are you doing
O
over there?
Angel of Christ, holy guardian and protector of my soul and body.
Can I not get over there?
Forgive me every transgression which I have committed this day, and deliver me from every craft of my enemy and adversary. May I not anger my God by any sin. The Lord Almighty grant us peace.
I wouldn't despair just...
To talk to them? I can't get over there. Can I? No, it doesn't look like it.
Pull up your skirt, and I'll be done.
Forget it.
Is there a guard? Okay.
Just
Just a bit longer.
Aye, you already said that.
Okay. Can't interact with them.
I haven't eaten so well in a long time.
Let's get... Oh, wrong way out. Let's see. Can I figure out where he's hiding his good stuff? Let's see again. It is... Okay, it can be everywhere. A jug of wine. Don't want to talk to me. They're not... Some... Oh, yeah, maybe she can tell us.
Sorry, I don't want to...
What do you think? A fortress full of hungry...
I haven't eaten so well in a...
He didn't have to choose me. My old ma spent her whole life in this kitchen, and my grandmother before...
Wait! You're Kvieta's daughter, Madlenka.
It's been a long time since anyone has called me by that name. I was afraid you'd forgotten me.
Oh no, you haven't changed at all. I wished I could have had the upper thing.
Do you think I could ever forget?
Ah, stop it. Even as a young lordling, you were bringing girls here from... I was just convenient for you, because the kitchen was just a few steps...
Oh, come on. I also chased that dolt from the stables away from you. Or have you forgotten?
Cooper? How could I? When your father sent you away, I found out that dolt wasn't so bad.
Oh, okay.
You haven't changed.
But I have. And you've changed too. You left a haughty young pup, and now... Not at all. The years have been kind to you.
And how have you been all this time? Did my father...
Not really. When he remarried and had another son, his mood improved. I also got married. And soon I had my little Elishka running around under my feet in the kitchen. Young Sir Christopher used to come and play with her sometimes. He was always a very nice...
Tell me more about it.
She's a big girl now. She's a maid here for now, but I'm sure they'll find her a better...
Well, aren't you worried about her? A young girl doesn't have it...
Even as a little girl, she used to beat up the boys in the village.
Oh.
I put up with all sorts of things without a peep.
And your husband?
Cooper. He died when Elishka was just a baby. He got bitten by a dog, and...
God grant him. Tell me more about...
She's...
Well, aren't you...
Even as a...
Okay. Well, I'll just try it anyway.
Why don't we go somewhere together and...
You really haven't... You ought go and have a drink and stop chasing girls.
Where might I find the really...
Why? You don't...
It's not for me.
Aha. If you go down the cellar stairs, it's Lord Odorin's best. He's drunk plenty of...
Okay. Down the stairs. Stairs here. To the left. This one. Take the red, take the white. Something to the left? No? Let's see. Oh well, let's take the red.
The red'll be good, I hope.
Can I pick both? Ah, no.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rootheart. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of the fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
No, not quite.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Okay.
Hey! Hey!
well, some drunkards.
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
Let's see where our friend is. Okay. The nobles, 2 nobles have been caught so far. And do we have to fight in a drunk state, or will we be sober now?
Jesus! The surrounded Christopher! Can't make it on his own. Now you're for it.
Come on, strike him.
Hey! I need a hand here!
Okay, we got this guy. Oh.
Come on! Let's see what you're made of! That one hit the mark!
Yeah. And the guy's going down. Straight through his jaw.
Drive
Perfect.
those horses out!
Come on, try it. Okay, I was worried for a moment with the black screen that it's game over. But instead it changed to Henry again. Okay, we are in... Oh, what was it again? The village we plundered before. So, before we keep on going, let's get into our heavy armor. And let's also get our best clothing on again. Which one was it? Hat, coat, and the pants. Where are they again? This one? No. This one maybe? No. Okay, I can't remember. I'll just keep these pants on for now. I mean, we're on 30. That's good enough, and we'll need some arrows. Alright, what's the quest anyway? Christian, Fortnite, about where the actual... Oh. Wait, no. This one. Outlets, attack the Rabosh, blah 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 blah. Okay, just get to my friends. And oh, I thought I would start over here, where I'll just still have to cross over. But, well. This way? Yes, this way. One dead horse. Someone was struck down.
Go.
Let's get off the horse.
Whoa!
Huh? Oh, I have my weapon. Oh, come on.
Now I'll show you.
What the hell? I thought I could defeat them from the back. No.
Too slow.
Oh, okay, just one
Show
hit.
your stuff.
You take it. Okay, 2 down. 1 more to go. Ah, come on. Just as I thought I got rid of the guys, two more guys are approaching. This guy's not surrendering.
Useless.
Come on. There are just more and more coming out. Okay, the other guys are coming out. And I was worried for a moment. These are just more soldiers. Wait, I saved my brother? How? I wasn't Godwin at this moment.
A close shave.
But sure.
A little too close. Oh, fuck me.
Do my eyes
But Shishka doesn't look too good.
Henry!
Godwin!
How did you get... Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't.
They captured Odorin.
Right, where's my doggy?
And they took Alder and Conrad of Vector away too.
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Jobst long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
Okay, who died?
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against those
Oh
butchers.
no.
May she rest in peace.
She would have been very helpful.
Wrong place at the wrong time. And they almost killed my brother.
But only almost. Good one.
How could I have saved her?
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. Nothing. Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Botchek.
Well, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I wouldn't give up on the fucker either.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Bergau took them.
Alright, where's Liechtenstein? I was going to save him foremost.
Where did they go? Back to Rattay?
They've got to raise an army for us. And I hope they fucking hurry.
So we have a plan to counter Sigismund?
More of a promise than a plan. But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce. We should lay low until Jobst gets back.
I'll gladly play dead for a while.
Be so kind. And don't speak of the dead.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
He wanted Odorin. He probably had no idea they'd find most of Sigismund's enemies here in one place.
I bet he couldn't believe his fucking luck.
And Sigismund will be moving at a gallop. We have to be really careful now. One wrong move, and he'll hang the lords.
You want to give up now?
Nobody said anything about giving up. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey. Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
Okay.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot. The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too.
Okay,
Anyway,
he
we've got
survived.
work to do.
Good thing.
Godwin, give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first.
Alright.
Guard the walls.
Since the game's saved now, I'll end my stream for today. I mean, it's a perfect cliffhanger. We'll see what we're gonna do next. It seems like we're approaching the third arc. And maybe the story will progress quite a lot faster now. But we shall see. I mean, there aren't many side quests left, so just by that alone, I should be able to get through the game a lot faster now. But hey, if you're interested in seeing how much longer it will take me to end this game, please join me. And I wish you a good night for now. Bye bye.